Hello, good morning. I'm Olivia, and this is Tarot and Coffee with Olivia. Mm. So, you go get your beverage and have a sit with me. Let's have a little chat and a little tarot meditation. This is going to be fun today. Um, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate you guys that are coming. I appreciate you guys that comment. In fact, this Honey Citrine is something that one of you guys commented about when I didn't know what it was called. Also, the deck I'm using today, I don't know the name of the deck. I do get some of my cards from unconventional ways. Sometimes they just appear. Some I've taken them out of the trash before. I definitely set them apart and cleanse them, so they're good. They're good. Um, but yeah, if you know the names of if you know the name of the deck I'm using, that would be really helpful. I've looked for it online, and I'm gonna look for it again. Hopefully, I'll find something, or one of you will comment something that you know about it. Um, there's lots of ways to connect with me. So I'm going to leave my link tree in the bio. All you have to do is click on that. That will take you to many ways. You can click my Twitter, you can click my Instagram, my website where you can book a personal reading. Or you can click my Facebook. I don't know what all there's there. I think there's even a I don't know. There's even a PayPal, so that's for people. That's for clients who want to pay for a reading, or some people like to give little donations to my daily read, and that's really appreciated too. I love that. But it's definitely not a must. This is definitely a gift, so it's not necessary. Um, I also want you to remember that you are the master of your own universe. We all make choices every day that help us get to where we go or sometimes hold us back. If the cards say something scary or troubling, it is for you to work out. It is not something that you have to subscribe to and say, oh, well, the card said it was going to be like this today, so it has to be like this. That's not what this is for. The cards say it was going to be like this today because it's food for thought. It may resonate with you very, very much, um, maybe even to the point where it feels kind of shivery. But that doesn't mean that's the way it has to be. This is just a reflection on what things could occur today. You can always make different choices. Um, so basically, you're in control, except when you're not, and that's when you need to let go and let God. Look, I have a cat hair on my cat cup. Imagine that. Mm, this coffee's good today. So, how to do this? I'm going to read you a thought of the day, and you're going to pick one of these gorgeous. Here, I'm going to do some up closes. This is a fluorite. It's got different colors in it. You can see a little bit of like a purplish pinkish tone there, and then it turns to green over here on this other side. And then we have the honey citrine. Whoops! And I just dropped it on the floor, but it has been recently charged. I do not use the sun to charge my crystals. The sun can weary them, it can be too much. I use water, I use the moon, I even use moon water, which is water that's been treated by the moon. But no, I don't use the sun to charge my crystals, um, or whatever these are. This is a selenite. I would call this a crystal for sure. A very beautiful one. This, on the other hand, this is copper ore, also known as something that I've been mispronouncing because I don't know how to say it. I did look it up once and I thought it was Chalcopyrite, but I see that it has an H on it, and I heard somebody else say Chalcopyrite. So, you decide. Okay, it's time for the thought of the day. Let's hurry along. What am I doing taking so long? I told you I was going to read you this book. The whole thing. I'm not. I am going to paraphrase it, but right now I do have the second page to read. So remember yesterday we were talking about the flow and those moments that we can have where we are empty of selves and full of the moment. So we're going to continue with that. For that moment, your image of yourself. Here, I'll let you read it with me. From that moment, your image of yourself was lost in the gestalt, in the totality of the moment. You were not clinging to anything. You were not holding on to the experience. It was flowing through you, around you, by you, in you. At that moment you experience, you were the flow. There was no demarcation between you, sun, ocean, sand. You had transcended to the separation that thought creates. You were the moment in all its fullness. Everyone has had such experiences. These moments are ones in which we have lost ourselves, or been taken out of ourselves, or forgotten ourselves. Can you even see that? They are moments in flow. It is in these moments of your life that there is no longer separation. There is peace, harmony, tranquility, the joy of being part of the process. In these moments, the universe appears fresh. It is seen through innocent eyes. It all begins anew. The past has flown away. The coming month and year do not exist. Ours is only in the present tiny point. And this was a quote. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Here, we'll just go. We're doing some up close business here. So maybe that wasn't very fun. Should cut that out later, but I'm gonna post it first. And then edit it if I can do that. I'm not sure because I want to get it out on time. But anyway, that was a quote from, the past has flown away. The coming month and year do not exist. Ours is the present's tiny point. That part was a quote by Shabastari, the secret rose garden of Sad-ud-Din Muhammad Shabastari. I don't know exactly who that is, but someone pretty cool, someone that knows a little about meditation, and that's what we're talking about as we're reading Ram Dass Journey of Awakening, a Meditator's Guidebook. It will teach us how to meditate even if we're ADD. I promise. It is not all about sitting still. And that is one of my main points about meditation, because I hear it so much. My mind just goes too fast and I can't sit still and I can't empty my mind. You don't have to sit still, and you can depend on the meditation process to empty your mind for you. So it is not something that you can't do just because you're ADHD. I promise. There are lots of ways to meditate, and we're going to talk about those. So now it's time to move on to les cards, and we are going to start where I always do. Yeah, definitely. With on the left side, because I'm American. I'm American. And I go left to right. And I drive on the right side of the road. Okay, I'm being silly, but this is your Chalcopyrite or Chalcopyrite. It's actually copper ore. So we're going to leave it at copper ore. How about? And we're going to pull your card over, and it does look like what you have here. Oh, it's upside down, but we're going to turn it right side up. Actually, it was pulled upside down, so we'll talk a little bit about that too. Justice. As I mentioned before, I don't know the name of this card deck. It's a beautiful, beautiful deck. I really, really enjoy it a lot. I enjoy the pictures. It's really easy to read, and it's really great to get a lot of intuition from, which I do. And that's what I mean when I say it's easy to read. I can look at this card and see get lots of feelings from it, and lots of meaning from it. So let me give you some of that meaning. As it was drawn upside down today, I would say justice might seem like it's not actually there today. Like things are really unfair. Probably not in your favor. Um, Here, I think I'm going to try to move in a little bit on that. Let's see if I can. So yeah, justice is not quite in your favor today. Um, do not, today is not a good time to sign any contracts or to um, do any legal pursuit. Not today. Take a step back today. Think about, it's possible that you yourself are being prejudiced in some way. And I do mean racial prejudice, but I also mean other kinds of prejudice. For instance, you might not think a man can do this particular job as well as a woman. And I want you to maybe think on that a little bit before you make any big decisions. And I'm afraid that's your card of the day. It's not very fun, and it's not very happy, but it's not terrible either. So go ahead and think about what you might be prejudiced about, and try to rethink that a little bit. See if that helps. Um, but also, just be cautious, especially when it comes to the legal stuff today. And now we're going to pull over. Now we're going to pick up what's the card that's under the selenite. And we have the Six of Rods, or as this card puts it in several different languages, bastoni, batons, wands, bastos, staven, stabi. Okay, so I'm probably pronounced all of those wrong, but this is a card that's one of the reasons I love this deck so much. I'm sorry about my terrible camera work. I really don't know what's going on right now. It's just jumping around. I'm going to stop touching it. I was trying to focus it. I must apologize about this video today. One day it will get better. Okay, so back to the Six of Wands, or the Six of Rods. Here he is on his horse. It looks like he's got a trophy of some kind that he's bringing home. He's wearing a purple cloak. This says that you're going to reap some rewards of something today. You're going to get a prize or recognition of achievement, or you're in some way you're going to feel like the winner and feel very proud. Was this card upside down? I think it was. I think they were all upside down except for this last one. So we're going to read the other side of that. It might be a short-lived glory. You may be doubting yourself. You know what? If you get that prize, just accept it and love yourself for it. Don't feel like, oh, maybe you didn't deserve it or something like that. Just enjoy it, and you're wearing a purple cloak. There are other people looking up to you. This is a good thing, even if it's upside down. I would say try to dispel those inner doubts you might be having, or the lack of confidence, okay? So if you don't actually get a prize today, you know what I want you to do? I want you to think about, what if you had received a prize? What would it be for? Or what could you improve in order to feel like you are someone that could be recognized? Or maybe you already do something every day in your everyday work that is prize-worthy. Give yourself a pat on the back. But I think you're going to be getting something from someone else. I think someone else is going to tell you, great job today. Maybe me. Great job today. Okay, so we're going to we're going to turn over this card. The one that was under the selenite. And there we have the Three of Rods, the Three of Wands. Okay, so it was drawn upside down today. You see someone here that's looking out over the ocean, um, looking, thinking, meditating. The water area often has to do with the inner mind or the inner soul, and the depths of your mind and soul. Um, so this card comes with some warnings today, unlike this other guy. And if you are looking at all these cards together, I usually don't connect them for you, but I will say these two cards are very much connected. We have the Six of Wands and the Three of Wands. This one says you may get a prize today. This one says something a little bit different, that maybe yesterday you had a failure, that you need to be careful of your stubbornness or especially your arrogance. So if you do win a prize, um, be careful of strutting around and thinking it's all about you. Because oftentimes when we win a prize, we did have some help of some kind. Um, Maybe you're not going to win a prize, but it is saying to be careful of your arrogance or your, not your self-assuredness, but your self-assuredness in a subject that maybe you don't know as much about it as you think you do. Okay, so yeah, this card does come with a warning, but it also just says stay balanced, stay optimistic, and know that fate does play a part in our lives. So be careful about taking any chances today. Also, that's also connecting with this card, because this card was saying to not oh, this card, you can't see what I'm talking about. This card right here, it connects with that one, because this one also said don't take any legal advice right now, or don't sign any legal papers right now. It didn't say not take legal advice. It said don't sign any legal papers right now. Take some time out and think about it. These all do go together very well, actually. But like I said, I don't usually read them together, but I know some of you do listen to the whole reading as if it's yours, and that's great. So um, I'm not clarifying anything, which in a private reading I would definitely clarify some of these things so we'd get a better and fuller understanding of what it is that we're talking about. And now I have pulled over that fluorite, or turned over the card under the fluorite, and we have one of my favorite cards, the Fool, or as it says, Il Mato, Le Fou, El Loco, de Dois, Der Nor. I don't know. One of the things I love about the Fool, and not all the cards have this, but most decks do, have the little dog chasing after the Fool. Think of your best friend dog, okay? If you're not a dog person, then you can just let this go. But if you are a dog person, think about one of your best friends, the dog. Whatever dog it is. That's the spirit that this card has. That dog is happy. He's willing to go with you anywhere. He's excited just to go outside with you. That is the true spirit of the Fool. Um, Also, we have a youth that's moving forward. It looks like he might be getting ready to step off a cliff because he's not looking where he's going. He's got a flower in his hand. He's happy-go-lucky. He looks like he's on a little trip because he's got his little lunch sack there. He might be someone that is graduating into, like, graduating from high school or graduating from kindergarten even. Um, I wouldn't say this is a graduation from college card, but it very well may be. It's a youth going out into the world and experiencing life as it is. Very carefree, and as you know, carefree can come with some mistakes. But this card really is, for the most part, a really fun card. Have fun today. Take a chance. Um, do be careful of stubbornness, the immaturity part, okay? The stubbornness, the arrogance. We had that twice today. Be, you know, yeah, be aware of that. Be aware of your arrogance today. I'll try to be aware of mine because when I read cards for you guys, oftentimes I really do feel like anything I read for you or anything I ask you to do is something that I need to be willing to do or go through. So while the cards aren't telling us what we need to go through, they're telling us what is probably possibly the way the day is going or the way the day will go today. It is Sunday and I do tend to sleep in, so I must apologize for possibly posting this video late. It's already 9 o'clock. I slept in. Let's put the Fool like that. Let's go ahead and tie this reading together. In fact, I think I will mention that in the comments. Is this reading? You can look at all of these today. Any one of you. And if we put this reading together, what it would tell you is the Fool, basically, all around. The Fool talks about all of these cards right here, basically. The Fool is telling us that we may win a prize. The Fool is telling us that we don't need to do anything with legal papers today. The Fool is telling us don't be rash. Be more aware. Whoops. And the Fool is also telling us to be optimistic, take a chance, stay balanced. I love that card. It's such a good card. Okay, so we're at the end of our rainbow, guys. It is time to say adieu. And do like the video. Do comment. Do get in touch with me. Do book a reading. Do all those things. Do them whenever. Until I see you tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. Bye.